Hello, friends. Today you will listen to a story about kittens. A kitten is a baby cat. The title of the story is called Kitten's First Full Moon. The moon is up in the sky. We see the moon at night. I know the moon looks different in the sky at different times of the month. Sometimes, if you look at the moon at night, it is big and round, like a circle. Sometimes the moon looks like half a circle. And sometimes the moon almost looks like the same shape as a banana. The title is Kitten's First Full Moon. A full moon looks like a big white circle in the sky. Now, if this is Kitten's first time seeing the moon, it means the kitten hasn't seen the moon before. So the kitten must be a very young kitten. Have you ever seen a kitten? They are tiny and they like to explore. That means that kittens like to look at and touch and maybe even taste everything. Kittens leap and they touch things with their tongues. They lick things. They also take tiny steps because they're not very big. Kitten's First Full Moon is a fiction story. That means that it is a made-up story. It didn't really happen. Henkes is the author and the illustrator. So Henkes made up the story in his mind. He thought about it. And then he wrote down the words. Henkes also drew the pictures. In this story, you will hear some new words. You will hear the word seemed. Seemed means to appear in your mind, to think about something. You will hear the word sprang. Sprang means to jump up suddenly. You will hear the word stretched. Stretched means to extend to full length. You can stretch if you put your hands way up over your head and try and touch the ceiling. Go do that now. Stretch your hands way up over your head. That's what stretched means. Tumbled means rolled and turned over. Now, we have an essential question this week. Our essential question is, why is it important to try hard? Why is it important to try and do your best? I want you to think about this question as I read. There's the kitten. Look, this kitten is giving itself a bath. A kitten doesn't take a bath like you or I do. We don't go in the bathtub or even take a shower. Kittens and cats don't really like water, but they wash themselves by licking their paws and their back and their tail. Kitten's First Full Moon by Henkes. It was Kitten's first full moon. When she saw it, she thought, there's a little bowl of milk in the sky, and she wanted it. Is this really milk? No. What is this? This is the moon. This is a full moon in the sky. Why does the moon look like milk? Well, it looks like milk because it's white, like the milk. It almost looks like a bowl of milk, doesn't it? You ever looked at a bowl, like you put your cereal in, and you look at it from the top and it's round? That's what I think the full moon looks like. But is this really milk? No. Does Kitten know that? No. She doesn't know that because she's just little. She's a baby. So she closed her eyes and stretched her neck and opened her mouth and licked. But Kitten only ended up with a bug on her tongue. Poor Kitten. What happened when the kitten tried to lick the moon? Lick what she thought was the milk. A bug landed on her tongue. Does the kitten like the bug? No. How can you tell? Look at her face. She looks surprised. That's not what Kitten wanted to taste. She didn't want a bug. Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. So she pulled herself together and wiggled her bottom and sprang from the top step of the porch. But Kitten only tumbled, bumping her nose and banging her ear and pinching her tail. Poor Kitten. Now how does Kitten try to get to the moon? What's she doing? She's stretched. See how her front paws are all the way in front? And her back paws are all the way in back? Look how long she is. Kitten stretched. Did she get the moon? No. Did she get the milk? No. Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. So she chased it down the sidewalk, through the garden, past the field, but Kitten never seemed to get closer. Poor Kitten. Why can't the kitten get closer to the moon? Oh, because the moon is way up in the sky. What does she still think it is? Milk. Still, there was the little bowl of milk, just waiting. Do you think the kitten is going to try to give up? Will she stop trying to get the moon that she thinks is a bowl of milk? I don't think so either. What's she trying to do next? Oh, Oh, she's trying to climb the tree to get to the moon. What do you think's going to happen? Let's read and find out. So she ran to the tallest tree she could find, and she climbed and climbed and climbed to the very top. But Kitten still couldn't reach the bowl of milk, and now she was scared. Poor Kitten. What could she do? Then, in the pond, Kitten saw another bowl of milk, and it was bigger. What a night! This is called a reflection, like a mirror. The moon is still in the sky, but you can also see it, and Kitten can also see it in the pond. Now Kitten sees a bigger white circle. What does she think this is? A bigger bowl of milk. Do you think she's going to get the milk? How is she going to get the bigger bowl of milk? Will she climb down the tree? Let's read and find out. Wonder what she will do. So she raced down the tree and raced through the grass and raced to the edge of the pond and leaped in with all her might. Poor Kitten. She was wet and sad and tired and hungry. Did the kitten get the milk? No. What do the words say that she got instead? Wet, sad, tired, and hungry. Why does the kitten keep trying to get the milk? She's hungry. What do you think the kitten will do now? So she went back home. And there was a great big bowl of milk on the porch, just waiting for her. See this bowl of milk? See, it's round like the moon? Lucky Kitten. She is a lucky kitten, says the author. The kitten finally got a bowl of milk. Her tummy is full, and she can go to sleep. Boys and girls, I asked you an essential question when we began to read this story. Why is it important to try hard? Nobody can be good at everything, but everybody can be good at something. It is always important to try hard. It is always important to do your best because then you become good at things. Remember when you were little in kindergarten, way back in the fall? Maybe you didn't know how to write your name. Maybe you didn't know the names of the letters or the sounds of the letters. Maybe you didn't know how to read. Maybe you didn't even know how to talk about stories. But now you do. You tried hard and you are doing your best. You are learning and growing. And that's why it is important to try hard. You become good at things when you do your best. And you are doing your best right now, and you will be ready for first grade next fall.